Good morning, Shay in Silver Lake. It's Monday, June 10th. It's 52 degrees. The high is going to be 82 today. It's supposed to be sunny. Look at that sky. Wow. Really pretty. Really, really, really pretty. It rains so much. How exciting. For the desert, that's amazing. We got that much rain. Look how much weeds are back there. It's crazy. I mean, a lot of sunflowers, but there's still quite a bit of weeds. But over here, because the rain was spotty, like it stopped raining for a little while, and then rained some more, and then stopped raining, and then rained. There's something new. That's a weed. That's a California poppy. These are doing good. So look at all the weeds that got pulled out. Looks so much better till you get down here. And then there's a lot more that needs to. And I think it's because down there, these kind of weeds didn't come back because I'd kept it covered last year with that black tarp-like thing. Whatever, kids jump on it. Trampoline. I kept that down here for most of the summer, just in the circle, because I didn't plant anything over here. And I think that's probably why this is not as thick with weeds as it is down in this rocky area. So there's that. Oh, I noticed at the 4 o'clocks. Look at those. That's going to be cool. Broccoli. This looks like a weed. Mint. You can hear the bees buzzing. There's a guy over there. California poppies haven't opened up yet this morning. They're kind of like late sleepers, those California poppies are. Like, they like to come out when it's nice and warm. I need to trim this up right here. And I'm not going to be able to walk through here much longer. I'm going to have to, well, I want to wait till after the blooms. Let it all finish blooming. Look how pretty they are when they bloom. They've had a rough time for 3 years running because I have to keep thinning them out. But that's okay. I like the lushness right through here. I pulled that thing out because I don't know what it was. And my son, we couldn't figure it out. So I just yanked it out. I'm over it. Because this is my dill. And I want my dill to be able to have the space. Look how thick that's getting. Look how big that thing is. I mean, just even 2 or 3 months ago, this thing wasn't that big. My stuff gets moved around a lot. But now look at it. I think it's going to be a huge bloom this year. I actually think mine is bigger than my daughter's. And mine's a baby from my daughter's. But mine is way bigger. And my daughter's is like 3 or 4 years older than mine. But it gets like big, big blooms on them. Oh, they're so pretty. So all my leaves fell off my fig tree because, you know, I'm terrible with this fig tree. But now it's got new starts again. So, I don't know. All this stuff looks dead now. Like all these end pieces look dead. So, I don't know. It's because I want to take it outside too early. And still haven't gotten to my lettuce, and I need to get to my lettuce. My neighbors have been generous lately, so it's hard to eat what I have when they're being so generous. Wow. Just in like 3 days, this is bushed out. Look at all the flower heads. I'm going to have a lot of flower heads this year. Last year, I didn't have very many. But this is really bushed out. And that's good news. Isn't that great news? And I got some blooms that are happening along. Oh, that's a pretty one. That's a thick, pretty one. And there's another cluster down there that looks really pretty. Eventually, when I stop, like next year, this will bloom really good. Because this, I dug, my son dug a trench last year, and then I transferred everything over, and it like, everything died, and then it all came back. So, I can't wait till, see this stuff that's down below here? Okay, that stuff is going to be 5 feet tall, 5 to 6 feet tall, depending. And last year, it was Love Lies Bleeding. And last year I went and I stripped the whole bottom parts of them and just let the tops go. And they look like Dr. Seuss trees all the, except for they were over there. I let them grow crazy over there. I love this wild whatever this is. Look how gorgeous that is. Anywho, the weather is absolutely amazing. I wanted to look at these blooms today. So there's some dark. And this one over here is going to be pink. I like that it's two totally different colors, and I love how I'm surprised. It's like, surprise. So when it's all bloomed, and I'm hoping that this stuff right here fills in. This table, I think, might block the water source down below. I think maybe that's why it's not filling in. I was thinking about that. That could be, you know, why it won't fill in down below. But then look at this bed. Last year, this one was full of marigolds. And I'm going to buy some dirt, I think, for this bed. And, like, make it higher. Like, raise it up a little bit. Because I've got enough that it's blocked in pretty good that I can put. So I thought I'd buy some bags of dirt for this. And let it, you know, get more. And then I might have to move this table. Maybe put this table maybe in this bare spot over here. But then when I take videos of it, I like to be down at this angle. I think actually it might work right here. Or, because I like to do photography at that angle too. So I don't know. I might have to move it though. Because this is just not getting, it's too shaded. And then on top of it with the big blocker. But I didn't think it was going to be a big deal because look back there. That's all shaded and blocked. See? This is just some pieces of wood I dug out of the fire pit. That were like just, you know. So I don't know. I'm very confused about up here. But those are 4 o'clocks. I did plant a few 4 o'clocks in here. And if those get all... I'm thinking if I move this, it will really fill out this year. And then maybe I can keep it you know, like take out some of the things that are, you know, the table, the elephant, and the chair. Move all that. There's plenty of other places that I can move them. Oh man, look at those peppers. Pepper. Wait, that is a weed. Let me try to reach in here. I know that this is a weed. But I know that these are all peppers. This thing has been on here forever. That seed pod won't come off of it. I don't want to pull on it too hard. But there's quite a bit in here. I mean, yay! I haven't done anything with this one yet. I didn't think this would work, to be honest with you. Because out here, it seems like I'm just terrible. But when it comes to stuff in pots, I struggle to get stuff to grow in pots out here, except for mint. I know you're looking at these barrels. The barrels work for me. I don't know why. But smaller containers doesn't generally work for me. Other people, I don't know, because other people might be better. Plus, I don't have the dirt. I, use this dirt. And I have bought dirt and see, that green container is full of dirt that I bought. And I had a rosemary in there, but the rosemary died. I have one in the house now, and I want to keep my rosemary forever. So, because my son cooks with rosemary quite a bit. I love it. It is one of my favorite things. I love it with steak. When he cooks it with the steak, oh, I love it. So, but I do want to get, he hangs out in their fort constantly. He spends more time in there than Serenity. Serenity just likes it. She doesn't necessarily like playing in it. She just likes that she has it. Because she's never really had a fort or one of those outside, playhouses that kids get. My daughter never had one either. She had a dollhouse bed that had windows and stuff that opened up. But she was never really into it, and my daughter and I talked about it, and I'm like, I just don't with Serenity being the only girl, she'd be the only one playing in it, and she would quickly become bored. Because she wouldn't have, if she had a sister around, 1 or 2 years older or 1 or 2 years younger, that's one thing. But because she doesn't really have anybody that can really play, I think it's pointless. Oh, there's a purple one. And there's the other color. See, there's that color. There's purple. Then there's the blue. And this is pink, I think. But it's not bloomed yet. I thought I saw a pink one. Oh, there it is. And there's the pink. So I have 4 different colors of the Bachelor buttons. But for some reason, the darker blue tends to hang around a little bit more than, or it's more dominant, I guess. I don't know. I tend to have more of the blue than some of the other colors. This one's kind of a mix of a purple blue. And they do intermix depending on how the bees pollinate them. This one's going to be a blue. I can tell already, that one. And I just kind of let them go. There's a blue one back here. I never planted them anywhere. I planted them right up there. Right there. And they spread. And I do pluck them out of the sidewalks. And I've plucked a bunch. Last year I had one growing over here in this corner. And I pulled it before it went to seed. Now, the Johnny Jumpers, I don't care. They can, go anywhere they want. I don't really care. They're small. They don't take up a lot of space. This has got some growth. which I'm really surprised. Same thing with this, because I was not expecting my idea on that to work. I was, hopeful, but wasn't 100% counting on it, It's beautiful today. It's Monday. The kids are at school. I think this is their last. I think they just had, they might only have a half a day today. But this will be like my last time. I think this one's going to be pink, and that's why I'm not pulling it out of here. And I don't know what color this one's going to end up being. But you see, they just jump around. And, here's another one. And this one's got a Johnny jumper and a bachelor button. I don't know. It would be great if this one was pink. I don't know what it's going to be. And I'm surprised because a lot of the marigolds, which I shouldn't be that surprised. I did have thousands and thousands of seeds. But I didn't have a really big bee population last year. And I was starting to get some because of the California poppies and because I put this bed in over here. That's what started attracting the bees. So I'm hoping that this year my bee population will be twice as many. Ooh, there's a California poppy that's open. Will be twice as big as it was last year and pollinate more of my stuff. They do pollinate these blue flowers a lot, and they do pollinate the bachelor buttons and the giant irises. But a lot of my other stuff doesn't necessarily always get pollinated. Like, for instance, for 4 years running now, my asparagus up front here never gets bees. And that's where I first planted it. So up here, I planted sunflowers up here last year to try to entice the bees. See, there's another bachelor button. I think my dog stepped on that. I'm really upset about it. See, these are marigolds. This is a weed. And that's a weed. And that's a weed. And that's a weed. But those are all marigolds right here. And the marigolds up here are doing amazing compared to down in the more drier area. See marigolds, sunflowers. These ones are the teddy bears. So these are not going to be that tall, which I don't understand why down here there's a ton. I planted just as many down here as I did all the way up the line, which tells me that the birds got all my seeds from up there. And then down here, those are all marigolds behind, and these will be bigger sunflowers. Like 4 to, I don't know. That one, and that one, and that one might be mammoths. I don't think so. So those might only get like 10 feet. 8 to 10. And a lot of these will get 4, 5, 6 feet. And then these bigger ones right here can get, I've had one that was 16 feet tall once in Central Point when I lived there. So, and this one's definitely a mammoth. This one's a cross. So it's going to be dark in the center. And it'll have sunflowers on each arm coming down. And it'll have a really big head on top. And this one's a cross between a Russian mammoth and the wild sunflower. I can tell because of the way the leaves are on it that this one's a mix. And then this one back here is a Russian mammoth. It'll be yellow in the center. And it'll only have one flower head on it. So it's a Russian mammoth. And this one, oh wow, this one already forked. There's a fork right there, and there's a, wow, this one's gonna be an interesting one. I haven't seen one like that one yet. Okay, and then this is the asparagus that never gets any attention from bees. I've tried to plant other stuff in here to encourage growth, but, or to encourage the bees, but the bees have little, that's why I don't get blooms. Only after my daisies get really big and bloom out do the bees come up here, and by then, most of the time, it's too late. They lose the opportunity. Oh, that's corn. I need to transplant that. I've been leaving it outside. And this was my original pile of bachelor buttons that I got from the Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree. Everything I've ever gotten from the Dollar Tree as far as seeds go grows amazing. So even if you don't have a Dollar Tree, not Dollar General, Dollar Tree. Even if you don't have a Dollar Tree in your area, you can go online and order directly from their store. I've never done that because I just see stuff when I'm at the Dollar Tree, or like if I'm passing through and I see one, I do try to stop at Dollar Trees when I get an opportunity, because obviously we don't have one out here. I'm 60 miles from the closest one. And that's one way. So it's 120 miles for me to go to a Dollar Tree and come home. So I do, whenever I do see one, I try. This is a different, look at, see, there's that iris, and then look at this one is on the end, looks crazily different than that one. I try to stop in there and look at their seeds, because guaranteed, I have never planted something from one of their packets that didn't grow. Everything I've gotten from them grows. All these California poppies. My original onions I did not get from them. I got that from Habitat for Humanity, who had gotten the donation from Lowe's. And they were these really big seed packets, and they had like, when you opened it up, it was they were strips. It was like on tape, and you just, that's all I did was just lay a strip of tape of that seed stuff out, and then I ate everything that was on this side of the, so like right from here over, I ate, and I left that as a mother plant. And then I took her seeds, because she attracts lots of bees when these things poof out. The bees love it. And then I let them do that, and then I take it over and I tap. See, like when this blooms out, I would take it over and I tap, 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 and I let this seed sprinkle. See, there's already a flower on this one. And these little seed pods will open up, and then I just, and then it showers them. Love it. All right, everybody. I'm wishing you a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Because look how great my day is going to be, huh? Like, fantastic. I got all these beautiful blooms. No kids. Is this empty? Oh, dang. And I'm out of it, so I'm going to have to just take it down. I'll have to purchase more. I heard making your own wasn't good, and that you have to change it more often, and that the stuff that you buy, it does go faster, because it lasts me about a week, and they like it better than the stuff that I tried to make it one time and they never drank it. So I buy the stuff. It's at the dollar store for one package, and it fills that one and my other one. It's enough to fill 2 feeders. And then they always eat everything out of my other feeder before they eat out of this one, which I don't know why, because this feeder cost me more. So I don't know why they like the cheaper feeder better. Or the cheaper feeder leaks. That could be that too. I'm not 100% sure because I have to fix that. See how it's leaning? Because when I had it over here, it was hanging right in the center right here. And now look how lush this is. But also last year, it got really lush because, wow, there's a huge grass thing growing right here. Because those are daisies, the Shasta daisies. So they tend to get big anyway. Like all of these are Shasta daisies. And I'll probably have to thin them out because I don't want them to crowd that. I'll probably take out maybe like a ring like that. And I'll have to ask around, see if there's any neighbors that want full blown Shasta daisies, you know, like not small but big. Or I can transfer them somewhere, not out here, but maybe over at my daughter's house or something. I don't know. She already has one Shasta daisy, and it's huge. Like the one up by my front door, she's got one like that too. And I don't think she wants more of that. This is broccoli. Alrighty. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful... Wow, that's a big chunk of grass. Like, oh man, I couldn't even break it, but that's huge. Like in here. Oh well, I'm gonna have to let it grow because it's too late now. And just let it go. See what happens. All right, have a wonderful, wonderful day. Hopefully one of these days my son will be able to help me get this leveled and get that metal thing out. Right now I'm not really messing with it because I can hear that there are tons of frogs like under. I can hear them. And they're staying out of my house now. They're more interested in this tub. So, and I heard that frogs eat a lot of bugs and things like that. So I was like, well, I'll just let them eat a lot of bugs. Like, I don't know. Seems like a good idea for right now. Alrighty, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you for watching. I always appreciate it. And we got some new subscribers. I'm Shay. I do daily vlogs with no editing. So, you know, unfortunately, you get my full-blown personality. Full-blown. Just smacking ya. So, you know, no cover-ups. It is what it is. Oh, man, I used to have an ex-boyfriend that used to say that all the time. It used to irritate me. I would not say much. Didn't say anything because I thought that expression would go away. But it didn't. Instead, I inherited that expression. And now I sometimes say it. So annoying. It's like a horrible reminder of bad habits that you pick up from other people. My goodness. Alrighty. No snow on the mountain. I'm so happy. Although, there is a friend in town, Alicia. It was Sapphire yesterday, by the way. That wants to go exploring up there. She wants to drive up there and just like, you know, do some exploring and stuff. And I said I would be very interested in going and doing some videos and doing some exploring. And she knows a place where they have what's called an Indian flower. So I want to go and take some videos of it because it's really pretty, because she sent me some photographs of it. And I was like, wow, that is a gorgeous flower. So I want to go and do a video on that. and share it because it's a high desert flower. I live in the high desert, by the way. This is the high desert. I know this looks really green, but I live in the high desert. And I'm so happy for the rain. That rain was amazing. And it's not, look, it rains here every now and again. Don't get me wrong. But it only rains for maybe 10, 15 minutes. It doesn't rain all night and then all day. Like, that's what's cool, is in Oregon, it does rain. Like, I come from Bandon where it rains constantly. And then it moved out here, and then after having 4 years of only having rain every once in a while, you so appreciate when you do get it. Like, I was excited to come out here this morning because I knew that that rain had refreshed all of my growth. I mean, oh man, I cannot wait till these start blooming. I don't want to disappoint you because I think most of this is going to be like a pinkish purple, because when I first planted those echinaceas, I only had that color. And then I was able to purchase an orange, a white, a yellow, and I purchased a red too, but the red died off and I haven't seen it. But I do know the white and the orange come back, and the pinkish purple. Some call it a pink, some call it a purple coneflower. But, and then those ones over there are Shasta daisies. And then eventually I'm going to have to pluck those up that are on the outside of this fence line. And I also want to give those to neighbors or find other places to plant them because they do really well in the wild. They don't need a lot of care, practically 0 to none. And I'm hoping that if I do get more visitors, or if I do talk to more of my neighbors who are also my subscribers, this year, you don't necessarily have to pluck them out. What you can do is you can wait till the flowers are full bloom. Then at the end of the season, you can trim them all the way down to nothing. And I trim them down to nothing, and then I lay the foliage on the ground. And that is how I got so many. Is because I just lay the foliage on the ground. I let the seeds sprinkle out. And then in the spring, I go along, I pick up all the mess, and I, beat the leaves and the flowers so that all the seeds will just sprinkle out onto the ground. Then I weed it. And then this is my results. So I would like it if this year, if I was able to pick bouquets at the end of the season, give them to whoever wants the echinaceas, and all they would have to do is lay it in wherever it is that they want them to grow. So just lay it in the flower bed and let it go for the full winter, snow on it. And then into the season, start beating it. I was thinking that I could do some out here too. But the grass, I think, might choke it out. And I'm liking how, because this used to be all bald and just massively uneven and a lot of dirt mounds and stuff like that. And then I started using my mulch out here to level this out to make it easier for when people mow for me. And it's slowly working. I think by about next year, I will have gotten it nicely filled in, and the grass will be growing really thick. Like nice, like it'll have a lot of weeds and stuff, but it'll be easier to mow. So that's what I've been doing with that. See, it was like this, uneven. And then when I keep putting grass seed and I keep letting the grass fill it in, then it starts leveling itself out a little bit. I might just, when I get a bag of dirt, I might just kind of go around and fill in some of these. Oh, I need to pick up my dog's poo-poo kachoos. My goodness. Didn't pick it up yesterday because it was rainy. rainy, rainy, rainy. And I rather wanted to focus on trying to plop out some of those weeds so that I could actually see what spaces I have available in case I want to purchase something and I have to transplant that corn. And there already is corn over here. Little bits of corn here and there. So I might just transplant those corn in between all this corn. And that looks like a sunflower right there, or a watermelon at this point. Who knows? This looks like a watermelon, actually. Or pumpkin. Who knows? Because I constantly plant stuff and I never mark anything. I love the surprise. It's like, surprise! Beets. like, surprise! Cantaloupe. I'm like, okay. So, like, over time, though, it's helped me because when I look at something and it's growing and it's growing and it's growing, I don't know what it is. Then when it gets mature and I find out what it is, the next time I see it, I don't forget it. Like, I can tell, you know, like watermelon, I'm unsuccessful growing. So we'll just see, because I've never been able to grow watermelon successfully. I've tried it a whole bunch of times and I'm a failure. So if it grows, then I'll know. I think these are pumpkins over here. 99.9% that those are pumpkins. They are pumpkins, because that's how pumpkins look. And then I planted something in front here that's growing in a straight line. I don't know what it is. It looks like carrots, but it's highly unlikely that I would plant carrots over here. But again, you never know. Because I just get seeds and then I'm like, oh, I want to pop it in the ground, see if it'll grow. And I do it way too early. I shouldn't do it until mid-May, end of May. But I always do it like I start in March, April, May. I'm planting all kinds of stuff everywhere. And then it grows and then I'm like, oh, what a beautiful surprise. I wish I had more of these orange flowers, whatever these are. I got those at the dollar store. I wish I had a lot more of those because they're bright. They would be cute in little, like, random spots to really bring out some color. All right, I've rambled on for 37 minutes. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Thank you for watching, though. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful day. And I'm wishing you many, many good things. I'm wishing you to have a beautiful day. Wonderful things happen to you. Just absolute wonderful. I want to send that vibe to you because that's what I really hope for you. All right. Have a good day. Bye.